Frustrating, the lead weight just fell off the wind vane. So apparently lead and aluminum don't mix, because there's lead in that anchor and it's also aluminum. You can see it's like corroding and coming apart, but there's supposed to be a lead weight at the bottom of this, and you can see it. Like I had it taped on there because it looked like it was falling off. I thought it was good enough, but apparently not. If we're lucky, it's sitting right there. Oh, it is! It's sitting right there. Sweet. How lucky is that?
Oh, I'm gonna measure this lead just so I know what it is in case I lose it. So it's 1,200 grams. There's still a little lead left in there too. But if I lose this, I just know I need to add that much weight, 1,200 grams. I'm gonna try to drill a hole into the lead. Hopefully the drill bit's long enough. And then I have this threaded rod because I don't have any bolts long enough, so I'll just cut some threaded rod and I'll put some washers on either end. And hopefully that'll be a fix for that project. Broke the drill bit. Okay, so that drilled easier than I thought. I just did a second hole from the back and didn't break any drill bit.
And I also drilled a hole over there. Easy peasy. There we are. Back in action. I'm just going to wrap that in special tape and it'll be good as new. Almost. A little bit of good Norwegian tape on there. Mast climbing time. It's the hair dust everywhere. That's not good. Okay, we just lost 2 of the screws on that spreader. Okay, if I just get some bigger screws, we should be okay. I think we'll be all right here. We can fix this. It's just not too bad. Not really straight anymore though. I got some taps here. All right, so here's a spinnaker halyard. Ah, it's been pulled out too. What happened up here? The shackle just came off, but this thing is fine. So I'll just put that on with a soft shackle probably now. Easy peasy. Okay, soft shackle, that'll be a new solution. Climb this guy up there. Cool, we got spinnaker halyard, we got spreader. Just gotta get that spinnaker fixed and we're good. Taking a cab to the African Renaissance statue. Here it is. I can see it all the way from the water. It's the biggest bronze statue in the world, bigger than the Statue of Liberty. That is the biggest statue I've ever seen. So massive. Built by the North Koreans, actually.
since it's on one of the few hills in Dakar, I got a good view of the city. And there's this massive fire over there. I dropped my sail off, my spinnaker, here with Diego, the local sail maker, and he's gonna fix it. He's situated here at the local sailing club. They've got a little bar and a restaurant and some showers you can use.
Pickled herring in Dakar, in Senegal. It's finally time to install this DCDC charger. I have enough cables now. This will be just in time because my batteries are down to 40. With the DCDC charger, I can charge my lithium battery with the alternator. And since I'll be motoring up a lot in the Gambia River, we should have no problem with power then. Maybe even run the air conditioner again, but definitely keep the fridge and Starlink going as long as I run the motor for a little bit each day. My two 175 watt solar panels are just not quite enough with the additional electronics I'm adding. We just need to drill a hole because I don't really want to install, there's not really any room to mount it here, so I want to install it also like where it's drier in the cabin. Oh, no room for my drill. Okay, do I go from the backside? Let's hope I don't hit those. Yeah, go from the backside. It's so hot here and I just want to go for a swim so bad. I'm a little worried about the water being contaminated. It smells pretty bad here sometimes, like it's kind of sewagey. Normally I would I'd just go for it, but I feel like it's gonna be pretty hard to get good medical care if I do get some weird infection, so I'm resisting. Also, it'd be great, this would be a perfect bay for wing foiling. The wind every day is just like perfect 15 knots and nice flat water. Okay, so if I drill a hole right underneath that hole, drill a hole underneath the hole, then I can just mount this charger and probably just zip tie it back there somewhere. There we go. That's a good looking hole. There we go. Those are gonna fit. Come on. Too small. I got a second one in there. Not electrical. I take out this glass for some airflow. Oh, that's so much better. You clean it too. And this one, for close. So what this battery charger does is, man, there's so much wires here. I can't make these the ideal length because I don't have all the tools to do that. So they're a little long, some of the cables somewhere just right. So we got, it connects my lithium house battery. We've got 200 amp hour lithium house battery to a 200 amp hour AGM starting battery, which was my old house battery, but that's a long story. You can charge this one with the alternator, but if you connect this directly to the alternator, it'll draw some of the amps that will burn out the alternator. So you have to have this charge controller in between the two batteries. So then once the engine starts, the charge controller picks up the high voltage from the alternator on this battery, and then it starts charging this one at a controlled, I think, up to 30 amps. And then so that lets my alternator charge my house battery. Simple. And I guess it senses when the alternator turns off and then it stops charging. I don't know. It's got a Bluetooth app, so hopefully we can figure all that stuff. So either that or it's a way for the yachting industry to get an extra $150 out of you. One of the two. Oh, it looks, I saw the blue light. It blinked. Oh, we got blue light. Okay, let's see if we start the motor. Come on. A bit of noise in there.
working. I think I might need to put this little jumper cable in. This is so you can wire a switch to turn it on and off manually, I believe. It just shorts the 2 wires. I might want to put that switch in there so I can turn it on and off just to know what it's doing. And is that going to work? Yes, it's charging. We have voltage. Now I am patching the mainsail where the spreader rubbed up against it and put a hole in it. This took forever because for every stitch I had to walk to the other side to pull the thread through. But I got it done. And then actually I patched both sides, so it took twice this long. I will spare you the entire 1 hour it took to put this patch on the sail. But now at least it should be nice and protected. I am currently climbing up the mast and taking all the mast steps down. Put these little spacers in behind the steps that just kind of let them, it matches the curvature of the mast so there's no gaps. Man, this is hard work. Like hanging up there. I actually got out the harness and the my little ascender doohickey off Amazon just so I could kind of adjust my weight and in case I fall, because I feel like it's just so hard. I can do about 3 at a time and I have to come take a break. I did a couple of them in the Canaries, but I was too lazy to do the higher up ones, but I think I need to do them because on my trip down here I had a rope get stuck around the mast up and it was, I don't know, it gets kind of sketchy sometimes. I'm also reapplying Lanacoat to all the screws just to help prevent the corrosion with the stainless and the aluminum. Look at that jellyfish. It's coming to get me. There's another one over there. Today we are checking and replacing the service kit for the saltwater pump. Well, everything inside this one looks pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and put the new kit on there anyway, just because it's newer. Preventative maintenance, I suppose. Hopefully I can remember how to put this back together. Now I'm replacing the bellows in the newer pump, which I know this one is bad. It's weird, the older one, which has been on the boat since I bought it, was fine, but the newer one, which I put a few years ago, already needs replacement. Next project for today, fortunately I saved all the sail slides that were with my previous mainsail, because the new ones, they just don't slide good on the track. This is one of the new ones I just took off, and it's just a little bit, I guess it's just a little bit thicker. Maybe the plastic is different, I don't know. You can see it's a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna cut all these off and put all these ones on, and I'm just using Dyneema lashings. I don't really know the best way to do it. I don't really want to sew a bunch of webbing loops like they did before, but I can just tie these on. The lashings don't last forever, but I just replace them as they come undone. Can't tie a knot, tie a lot. Well, I got all of them replaced except for this top one, which is metal. I didn't have enough to replace that one. I would have otherwise. Hopefully these will slide a lot better. It actually didn't take as long as I thought. It was only about 30 minutes of work. I was really dreading doing this. I think it could make a difference if it works. I walked to the Museum of Black Civilizations, which had a really cool exhibit of all the prehistoric people that evolved over the years in Africa. It's really, really wild to see all these skulls and imagine what these creatures would have looked like.
They also had a really cool art exhibit with carvings and masks and these cool characters and things. Unfortunately, there wasn't really any information about it, just the pieces itself. I would have liked to know more about it, but it was really cool to look at.
Today I am back to the port police to get the passport stamped. Hopefully it's as easy getting it stamped out as it was stamping in.
10 minutes in the port police office and I got my stamp. I just can't believe how fast and easy it is here. I really was not expecting that. Check out these wild police riot control vehicles. Back at the sail club, my spinnaker is ready. Diego did a good job patching all those holes on the bottom. It cost me $125,000 in Senegal dollars, which worked out to around $200 US. Kind of a lot to spend on a free sail, but it will be worth it when I cross the Atlantic, and it was a lot of work for this guy. So
Diego the sailman.
Great job, Diego. Wind was getting a little strong to row back, so I was lucky enough to hitch a ride with the local tender. I think we're leaving just in time because the dinghy is starting to grow some slime and even a little bit of hard growth bits. We were here for 6 days.
All right, good to have Senior Spinnaker back in his place here.
Thank you for watching my little video of boat projects over there in Dakar. But these videos were almost real time. So a couple days ago I sailed to Gambia, so that video will be coming out very shortly. If you do like the videos and want to make a contribution, you can join the Patreon or send me a couple bucks through Venmo. That's super appreciated. It really helps pay for spinnaker repairs and things like that. Dakar was a pretty cool place. I was really glad I ended up going there. I was like debating it a little bit. I wasn't sure how safe it was. I think it was okay though if you just use common sense, and it was such a different place to kind of see, you know. So I was glad I went there. It was so much garbage though. That's kind of unfortunate. I'll leave you with a few clips of like just kind of the beach area around where I was anchored for the outro. Goodbye.